Hi there! Welcome back to my channel, Healing with Kiara. I'm going to do another love reading today. I'm trying to do one every single day. So we're going to use the Star Power Tarot. I just used this deck yesterday in a pick a card reading, so look out for that video. And I wanted to say I ordered a microphone. I just wanted to see if people would be interested in watching my videos first. Yeah, if it would work out for me to do general readings like this. Yeah, because I've done readings for other people, or readings in person, or FaceTime readings, or but yeah, it's just it's a little different just doing just totally general readings. So I just wanted to see how they were received before I made investments, I guess. But yeah, I went ahead and ordered a microphone, so in my future videos, next week, you'll be able to hear me a little better. I'm just a really soft-spoken person, so I'm always going to be really soft-spoken, but it'll be a louder soft-spoken. So yeah, I'm not very good with technology and stuff like that, so figuring all that stuff out. But I just wanted to add that in there, if it's kind of hard for you to hear me. Yeah, so I'm gonna do, so I'll pull a card for they're just a signifier for the other person, and a signifier for the viewer, and read those energies so you can see if that resonates, to see if this is the video for you. And then if it does, I'll get the connecting energy, their energy towards you, your energy towards them, sometimes past, present, and future, to get a little more context. And then I'll do a deep dive into the other person. I also wanted to add I live in an apartment, so sometimes there's noise around me, but also my maintenance team is supposed to come today to do something. So we might get interrupted here, and I might just have to end the reading. But I might still post it depending on how far we are into it. Yeah, they were supposed to knock on the door this morning, and it's almost 11 at the time that I'm recording this, and so you never know. In the past, when they said they were gonna come in the morning, they came at 5:30 or 6. Sometimes they don't come until the next day, so I can't just wait all day to see when they come, basically. So yeah, I'm sorry if we get interrupted right somewhere. If it's in the beginning, I probably will end up even posting it, but if you're seeing this, then yeah, Sorry if it gets interrupted like towards the end. Ooh. So we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. The Four of Cups under that. Just kind of coming out at me here. So maybe you were kind of like resisting something, or like you had your guard up, or you were really cautious about something here in the past. The other person's energy, we have the Two of Cups. And then your energy, we have the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So the first thing I saw with this here is like how the mouth is like opening and the tongue's coming out. I'm also seeing this thing on the wrist here. It's like there's an initiative to open up and like speak a truth here. So with the Wheel of Fortune, there's a shift here. Like maybe you were resisting being open to something in the past. You're like hesitant and kind of like focusing on there was like a lot of other stuff on your mind, or just like you were really jammed up in like a lot of chaotic energy, or just kind of like caught up in something here. And just trying to like get through that, whatever you were caught up in here. So you were like resistant to starting something new, or you were hesitant or holding back here, like withholding some sort of energy here. So it's like you want to like emerge out of this and come forward and like speak something here. You want to release something that you've been hanging on to, like take some sort of initiative here. So like, okay, so what I'm seeing with all these colors, this like color wheel here, is like you're coming into a new season here where things are like clearing up for you. Suddenly there's been like some sort of shift in your environment here where you feel like more open. Things are like more clear here for you. There's like you're no longer like all squished up and like jammed up like you were before, so you don't feel like you have to like resist certain things. I'm seeing like with both of these cards, there's like the snakes. So there was some sort of like bondage or something, literally like I'm picturing like a snake like wrapped around someone, kind of like holding them down. Like there was something here in the past, and then there was like some sort of bad habits to like get to like some sort of way you had to like get through this situation here, that was like keeping you like bound up. But I'm seeing it was just like this like a spiritual bondage or like hostage situation where you were just felt like stuck or victimized, or like you had to say no here. There was just like so much going on, so much chaos around you. But now there's like a shift here with you, and things are like being opened up here and cleared up. And so you want to like step forward, like emerge forward and speak some sort of truth, or like let something out here. Like with the tongue being all crazy, it's like just really let loose and take the initiative here and like let it all out. And then with the Two of Cups, I'm seeing this other person is in this really receptive energy, like they're like mirroring you here. You guys are like one and the same. Like what I'm getting from this is like they're going through the same things that you're going through. They're like a reflection of you right now. So they may let's get a clarifier here. They may also be in a place in their life where they want to like step forward and have some sort of like emotional offer here, like meet up, come together here. Yeah, like they're also coming out of this, like in the past there was some sort of imbalance in their life. So we have unfairness, and then it's on the bottom of the deck we have family, wealth, inheritance, security. For them also there was some sort of family situation they were caught up in, or they couldn't come forward to you and give you like a fair offer because they had some sort of like obligations that they had to be present in order to gain something back from their family here, or like both of you guys were going through some sort of situation where you were like being held down by some sort of like familial obligation, or you just had so much going on in your life, or like because of your family there was just like this whole there was just like this whole like plethora of like energy around you, and all of these other people were like influencing you in a way here, and it was like kind of like taking from you in a way that neither one of you would be able to come forward and like present like a real emotional offer to each other and like actually give to each other in a fair way. There's like a mirroring energy here, like what you're going through they're also going through, and they also want to like, with you there's this energy of like you want to like emerge out of something and like take the initiative here to communicate, and with them it's like they also want to meet up. They're like in their feels about this, like they just kind of like want to get together and like share their emotions here. So it's like you both want to like share whatever it is you were going through. So if that resonates with you, we'll give some more here. Since you're connecting energy, and then their energy towards you, and your energy towards them. So yeah, we have the Seven of Wands. the bottom of the deck. So yeah, there was like all this outside influence. You guys were both dealing with like so many people just like really coming up against you and like getting up in your energy, and you were like trying to hold your space, or um, like stay true to yourself, or like keep yourself while all these other people it's like all these other people were like taking from you your energy. It was just like you were really trying to like hang on to yourself in this process, or not lose yourself, and yeah, not lose yourself and get caught up in like what everyone else is trying to tell you you are, and tell you what to do, and tell you how you should be, and like where you fit, like what your place is. You were just really trying to like hang on to you in this process of like everybody else, like just like everybody else's opinions, and just like everybody else like getting up in your energy here, and like you were really like you were just trying to focus on getting through that here, like coping. So we have the Knight of Cups. So yeah, the Knight of Cups is all about like coming forward with an emotional offer here. It's a really slow moving, with all of these eyes, and then like the keyholes, I'm seeing like it's like having perspective now, like being able to see all sides of the story here. Yeah, it's like now you guys can really see yourselves here. So then that's allowing you to have this like understanding of how to move forward. Before, it's like you especially were so busy like coping here. They may have been doing the same thing though, since you guys are mirroring each other. Just like coping and figuring out how to deal with your situation, and so you didn't understand like how to like really even reach each other. But now you guys can like see there's just like this perspective of how to approach like the conversation, or how to initiate this, or like how to come together. Like before, you were just so caught up in your situations here, and like in survival mode, you didn't really see. But now there's like this path being opened here. So we have the Moon in reverse. So with this card, I'm seeing like, yeah, there's this energy of like this girl's like talking to the moon, right? She's like giving what she has to the moon, or like making an offering here. With this in the reverse, it's, and then all of these like eyes here, and like the keyhole. What I'm seeing is like finally like understanding, like finally having this emotional perspective. Like there were some things that were hidden before, and you just didn't quite know how to go about things, right? Like whenever you're caught up in survival mode, it's hard to see like exactly what we need to do. There could be certain things that we really, really want, or certain relationships that we really, really want to have in our lives, but we're so busy like in survival mode that we can't see like, you know. And then as soon as we can like kind of step out of that energy and free ourselves from that energy, then all of a sudden it's like we have all this perspective, and it becomes so clear to us like, oh, I could literally just reach out to them and just start a regular conversation. Like I could just ask them if they want to like meet up, get together, have coffee. um, it's like you have all this clarity on how to move forward. It like makes perfect sense. um, yeah, now that you're like stepped outside of the situation, it's like everything is more clear now. Like before, everything was just like um, there was just all this like fogginess and uncertainty, and you couldn't see the full picture, right? Because you were just like really busy trying to like survive here and like stand your ground in this other situation. Like there was just so much around you and so much chaos around you that you were trying to deal with. You were literally just trying to like get through the day every day and be okay. And so you didn't have like any clarity, or you didn't know like where to go here. There was just like um, really in the dark with like how to handle these feelings and stuff. And so now you both like can suddenly see how to like unlock these like new doors to like share these like unseen emotions. It's like when you're in survival mode, there's like certain things that you have to like hide away into a safe place within yourself. um, and sometimes you like lose the key. Like you literally lose certain parts of yourself, and you lose um, access to these like certain parts. But now that like you've stepped out of survival mode, it's like um, you're both okay. It's like you're both each other's key to like access those certain parts of yourself that you had to like hide and like bury deep down inside, because they just weren't safe at this time. Like because of this other environment you were in, certain emotions, certain things, like certain parts of yourself weren't safe to be shared, and so they had to remain hidden during that time period, right? But now there's like a shift here. Something's happening here. There's like your circumstances around you are changing, and so now it's like you both feel safe to share those certain parts of yourself that you had to hide before with each other. There's a sense of like wanting to move forward and open up those like secret hidden parts with each other, and let like all parts of each other be seen here. It's like coming out of survival mode and learning how to integrate those sorts of emotions and share those sorts of emotions, and let another person see you. Like like being seen, allowing yourself to be seen by another person, and allowing yourself to open up to another person here. It's like you each have the key or the secret to unlocking like those deeper parts of each other, like with each other here. Wow, that's so interesting. This is a really cool pile. This resonates. Wow, so this is crazy. So earlier when I was reading that bottom of the deck energy with the Empress and the Four of Cups, I was kind of feeling like this was you. Literally, I was feeling like this was you and like your environment in the past, but your other person was mirroring you here. Like they were going through the same sort of past situation, right? And so yeah, you're both mirroring each other here, but this was your energy. So this is your energy towards them. So in the past, like because of everything that was happening here, you felt like you had to hold back, be hesitant, say no, just like withhold your energy here. Like you didn't feel like you could just like freely open yourself up to love them and like give yourself to them. It was too much here because you were keeping these certain parts of yourself safe, right, while trying to like just get through these like situations that you were going through in your life. And so you were in this energy of like not taking this opportunity here, or just like not like not being open and showing this like vulnerable like free flowing, like loving, like feminine side. Like you didn't want to show them that that part of yourself here. Like there's a lot of like the more intimate, sensual, vulnerable pieces of you, just like the really loving, passionate sides to you that you've like kept to yourself. Like with the way her mouth is shut, it's like not letting this person in here, and just keeping it to yourself, because you didn't feel safe because of the environment that you were in, like all these other people around you being in your energy here. You couldn't express this like really, really vulnerable, loving, sensitive, like easy to like rose petals are like really easy to damage and crumble and wither here. Like it was just so tender, sensitive, vulnerable. Like this pile is a really, 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 really sensitive, loving, sensual, vulnerable person here. But you've been through a lot, and you've had a lot of chaos and a lot of toxicity around you, and so you've really had to go into this like protective. I'm getting like the crab, the Cancer, like how they bury themselves in the sand to protect themselves here. Like you put the secret parts of yourself, these really loving parts got really buried here. But now it's like you each both feel like the other person has what the other one needs in order to feel safe, to open up, to be vulnerable, to be seen by another person, to share these deeper parts of yourself with each other. But it's a slow moving, it's like taking time, slowly building trust here, and like moving forward one step at a time here. So their energy towards you, we have the Six of Wands in the Chariot. So I absolutely love the Six of Wands in this deck. It's just like the most loving, beautiful. Like with this card, I see like someone just offering so much love. The Venus here symbol, or like the feminine symbol, this is just truly like such a this other person really wants to like be victorious and come forward and just offer so much love, and really open up that like feminine, soft, loving, more vulnerable side of themselves. But to them, they see it as like a victory. This is like a huge victory and a huge celebration. So like they're mirroring everything that you're going through. So a lot of the things that I'm saying for you apply for them. But they're just in this energy of like they want to come forward and share this with you, celebrate with you, like go out with you. They see this as like this huge victory to be able to like come to like move forward with you, and yeah, they want to like celebrate and have a good time, and like celebrate this love and this vulnerability, and being able to like them feeling safe enough to like express their more feminine and sensitive side here to you, and feeling safe to be in that like loving energy, just makes them want to like move forward and just literally celebrate. Like it just makes them feel so excited to be able to like be free, and yeah, they just feel like you hold some sort of key for them, and it just like makes them okay. The song that's, if you ever heard of Zell Day, I Just Want to Dance for Love, go listen to that song. That's how this other person feels. If this resonates with you, go listen to I Just Want to Dance for Love by Zell Day. Okay? That is what this card, that's what this is right here. That song will tell you everything you need to know. The lyrics to that are exactly perfect here. That she says like something about how like she was crying, but she didn't want him to see her crying because that was the past and she don't live there no more. And like now that he's in her life, she just wants to dance for love. Says something about like she spent all last summer crying, and now this summer she's the star of the show. All because she has him. I don't know. Just go listen to the song. Just go listen to the song. It's literally perfect. This is exactly how like their energy towards you is. At the very least, like look up the lyrics and read them. But I recommend like listening to it and actually dancing to it. Like it's a wonderful. It's just such a freeing, like that's exactly how they feel. So yeah, I just want to dance for love, or dance for love, or something by Zelde. So yeah, you just both feel like each other has this like key to help you heal from like the painful things that you've been through in the past, and it's like safe to come together and be open and be free to express yourselves fully and be yourselves and be vulnerable. And just like knowing that she's like, I got you because I got you, like it's like knowing that like you really have another person. It's just like this really, really great empowering feeling that just like really uplifts you and makes you feel so excited for life, right? Yeah, now I just have the beat of that song stuck in my head. I swear, if you go listen to it, like you'll be singing it in your head all day long. That is such a good song. I love that girl. So in the past, we have the 10 of Wands. So yeah, the past was just, you guys were so overburdened here, so overwhelmed. Even like your coping mechanisms just weren't even, it was becoming like a toxic thing here. Like something was not, it was not going well here. With all the candles, it's like someone who's so overworked, they're like trying to like literally work through the night, and they're becoming delirious, and they like can't even keep up with it. They've like made all these investments to be able to like work around the clock, and they're like literally going nuts. Because like the lights never turn off in the city, right? I'm from a small town, and like at night it actually gets like really dark, and you can see the stars and stuff. And like in the city, that doesn't happen because things don't really stop at night. You know, things don't really turn off, and you can just literally go insane. Like just become, I've seen this person is just like at the point of just total delirious, like totally losing their mind here. Like all of these little things here, it's like all of this work that they've done, it's like all built up all around them, like but they're like kind of going insane. And it's also like, okay, say you're like a candle maker and you're using like really bad products and you're inhaling them, and then like you're like going nuts because of that or something. There's some sort of weird energy with that like whatever you were working on and whatever was overburdening you was also like driving you crazy here. And with this how we had that like 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, there's like so much energy around you and so much chaos around you. You're so overwhelmed that you're like literally losing it. I said before, you're like trying not to lose yourself. That was definitely in the past here. It's like yeah, this person's just like, their eyes are just like rolling back in their head, and they're just like basically like becoming so overburdened that this is just like their breaking point here. Like when you're so stressed, your nose literally starts bleeding. Like she's just not fine. So the present here, we have the 2 of Swords, and again I'm seeing this mirroring energy. Like these people are literally mirroring themselves. And then she's also touching like what I'm seeing with this here is it's like this, it's like a mirror or like another realm here or something. So yeah, you guys are like, okay, so you're literally like mirroring each other. And the way you're able to come together and like step outside of this other energy, it's like you guys are both able to like come together and literally step into like a new reality for yourselves, like away from this other stuff. Like it feels like coming together feels like you literally like walk through some sort of portal or like into some sort of new life. Like it's almost crazy like how much you like mirror each other and see each other in each other, and just like the degree of this here is just like intense. And like with the lightning and like the weird energy in the back here, I'm seeing like it's like this divine like everything kind of like came together here, like all of the chaos and all of the like pressure all around you like kind of created this environment where everything kind of like strike down at the perfect time, for this like weird opening. It's like literally like lightning stroke, and there was like this portal opened up all of a sudden, and you guys were able to walk through it and realize like you're mirroring each other, and like now you're in this like new sort of situation here. But like on an energetic level, like all of the chaos around you created this like lightning storm energetically, and it caused like lightning to strike down and literally create this like opening for both of you to like come through here together. So it was like really interesting. It's like you guys were in this like pressure system together, and you were like both zapped into this like new place together or something, is what I'm seeing here. And then in the future we have the Hermit. So in this card, she's just like playing video games, listening to her records, chilling. I feel like this is going to be you guys in the future. Like you're just going to want to like stay to yourselves, because you were so overwhelmed by like so many other people in the past. You had so much other energy around you in the past. You're just going to want to like I'm getting like Netflix and chill. Like you're just gonna want to like hang out together, play video games, listen to music, just enjoy each other's company, order takeout, like order pizza to the house. You know what I mean? Just like hang out in each other's bedroom, just like chill, like just spend time with each other, and just like yeah, like just shut out the outside world like together. I'm seeing this Hermit energies like you guys together, just like isolating together, and just spending quality time with each other, and not letting like the outside world like affect you or influence you. Like because you went through so much here, there was just so much in the past. This is the bottom of the deck energy, so it's like all this stuff is still, you guys are still like mentally traumatized, and you're still really affected by this here. And so you're gonna like just kind of come together and be that sense of peace and that safe space and that like sense of comfort for each other after going through like just so much hardship and difficulty. Like you're just really gonna wanna just relax and chill together. Like I said, just play video games, listen to music, like order takeout, just like literally not leave the bedroom for like a week or whatever, you know. Yeah, in the past you were just so caught up in survival mode. And like there's like a house in the middle of all this chaos in her brain, and so I feel like you just didn't feel safe at home. Like that's just what I'm getting, is like there was this like survival mode, like you always felt like you were on edge. So we have the Knight of Swords underneath, and I just am really seeing how the sword's up against her neck here. Like you just always felt like you were on edge, or like you always had to protect yourself, or there was always some sort of like uh, energetic like hostage situation going on where you were like always in this weird energy battle, and you just didn't feel free to like relax and be yourself. And so now when you guys are just gonna kind of like chill, and once you like get in that space of just like truly being able to chill and relax, then that's whenever the like PTSD from the situation hits you. And you have like the mental turmoil, and just like it kind of hits you, and you just kind of go through the emotional struggles. But with the Knight of Cups and the Moon in reverse with your connecting energy, it's like you're both going to feel free to um, be seen by each other and to express that, like all of this difficulty and all of this stuff. So maybe that's why you guys are coming together, is to be that safe space for each other now. Um, because you've had to go through just like all of this difficulty, and you both just understand all of the madness and all of the craziness and all of the games, and just all of the like mental turmoil that came with the situation, and like feeling like you needed to be stuck in it because it was like your home or your family or something that was like always a part of your life somehow. And so you just put up with so much here. Like, I'm just, with all of this around her, like there's just so much circus, so much chaos, so much games, like just literally so much that you had to endure here and like overcome. And this is really, really difficult to process emotionally now, that you can just like isolate, and like it can actually kind of like hit you, and you guys can start to work through it. But it's like you can lean, you feel safe to be able to lean on each other. You both understand what each other went through, and you feel safe to lean on each other and to be that safe space for each other, so the other one can open up and be vulnerable and express those emotions that they weren't able to express in the past, and um, just like share all of this stuff that you guys haven't ever really been able to share before. And in turn, that's helping you to like mentally process everything that's happened here and understand like the gravity of the situation. And so there's a huge mourning period that comes with that. And so I feel like you guys are going to isolate together in order to go through that. Like, you're just going to want to stick to yourselves and not really let any sort of outside influence in, because you're both in just such a vulnerable spot, and you really just feel safe with each other. You feel like the other person understands and can see you. And so you're just wanting to like isolate with each other in order to get to a place where you just feel like more healed from this situation. Like, you don't have to just give all of your situations to the moon anymore. Like, the moon isn't the only person that you have to talk to now. It's like safe to talk to each other and share with each other. And when you get triggered and you have these like, because you have times where you're good and you're fine and you're like, okay, this was for the best. And then you have times where like it hits you and you're like, oh my gosh, like you get perspective and you actually see like how bad it was, or like the gravity of what you were going through in the past. And then that's when it like hits you and you get really emotional and you get in your feels. And it's like this huge cycle and this huge process. And like one day you're fine and the next you're not. And one morning you're fine, and by the end of that afternoon you're totally triggered, and it's just like this huge cycle and this huge process. And so um, you feel safe to like go through that with each other here, whereas like before, the only person that you could really share like that whole like the entire like the whole spectrum of all of the emotions that you were feeling, you could really only keep that to yourself, right? And so now you can open up and share that with each other. And you don't have to like only, like with the way she's like giving the pentacle to the moon, this isn't the only person that it's safe to like be seen with. I know the moon's not a person, but now you have someone else that you can like give your worries to, right? Or give your anxieties to, or someone that can like help you work through them, and like someone to like bounce things off of, and they're gonna like see where you're coming from and understand and like not judge you here. And like the more you guys do that, it's like opening up new doors and just like new pathways for you guys to connect on even deeper emotional levels here. It's like you're helping to uncover all these like new parts of each other and these deeper parts of each other, and it's just strengthening and deepening the emotional bond that you have with each other and making it right, just like that much more solidified. Okay, so we're going to get your person, where they're at, what they're doing, their energy towards you, their thoughts, and their feelings. So yeah, at this point, if my maintenance does show up, I'll still post it. So if the reading just gets cut off, I'm so sorry. But yeah, we might be able to just get through it though, and there may have been no point to even bring it up, but you never know. So alright, there's your person, where they're at, what they're doing. Energy towards you. Yeah, I have to say this is like one of the most beautiful readings I've ever done. Like having those relationships with people where you feel safe to like open up and share those parts of yourself that you like had to hide away when you were going through trauma is just, there's truly like, there's nothing like being able to like be safe with someone, and to feel seen by someone. I think that's a big thing that a lot of people go through, is like they just feel like nobody can see them because they had to like, you know, you go through so much like trauma or just like certain experiences or certain things that you had to really adjust yourself in order to be able to survive in certain parts of your life. And so then it's hard for you to fully be yourself and fully express yourself, and so it's hard to feel fully seen because sometimes people don't really see the certain parts of you, you know. And so to like have someone in your life that you have that sort of trust with, or that sort of like deep connection with, where you feel like you can let them see you, you can open those deep locked away parts again, like that's really, really special. But it also is really, really triggering, because then a lot of emotions come up from that, because then you realize how many other people you didn't feel safe with, or how many times in the past you weren't seen or you weren't able to be yourself. And there's this huge mourning period of like mourning all of these relationships where you weren't able to do that, even though you finally have this person where you do feel seen, you do feel heard, you do feel like you can open up to them, you do feel like you can get deep with them and share those like innermost vulnerable parts of yourself, and you do feel like you have that sort of emotional connection and bond, where you feel safe again. Yeah, it can be really confusing because sometimes it's like when you get the healthy relationship, then you realize how toxic and how chaotic all these other things were, and it's like you gain so much perspective, and you can, as you grow, you can see more and more and more. Like the more you grow in a healthy relationship, the more perspective you gain for just how bad certain things were in the past, or just, you know, sometimes we go so much into survival mode or so much into our coping mechanisms that we lose sight of like how bad that actually was, or, you know, and like how valid our feelings actually are. And then we get into a healthy relationship where we're seen and heard and we can communicate, and we're not navigating all of this stuff. And it's just those realizations of just like how much you did have to go through in the past, and how much you really had to stand up against in the past and withstand, and like how strong you really had to be. It can be really hard. Yeah, sometimes I feel like it's like a similar to like a postpartum. Like even though you just had a baby, it's supposed to be like the happiest time of your life, but you're going through like all of these crazy emotions. And so some women experience like postpartum and they're literally like depressed in the early parts of motherhood. Like I feel like there's some sort of like, not that it's the same thing obviously, but there's some sort of like similar energy to that. Like when you get into a healthy relationship, you're like, this is supposed to be, you can almost feel guilty sometimes because you're like, this is supposed to be like the healthiest, like, or like this person is so good to me and it's so different and I can be so seen and I can express so much of this stuff, so like I should be the happiest I've ever been. But I'm just like literally going through all of these emotions and like realizing all of this stuff. And the more that I grow as a person, then the more I realize how badly I was treated, or how much I had to like stand up for myself, and all of it. It's just so triggering. So I'm just saying all that to say like really have compassion for yourself. And yeah, I think there's a reason why like you were both able to manifest this relationship for each other, because you're both going through those same things. So like having compassion for each other helps teach you how to have compassion for yourself, and seeing the way that the other person loves those like vulnerable, hidden, or broken parts of yourself makes you realize like how much you can love them too. So sometimes we these relationships can just like help us unlock these like really, really just greater depths of healing within ourselves, these really important like channels and pathways to help us discover deeper parts of who we are. And so it's a really beautiful thing. And if you're like really struggling or really feeling it, or you're really happy and really like emotional and confused and like healing at the same time, I see posts online all the time that are like, I'm hurting, healing, and or like I'm growing, I'm healing, I'm hurting all at the same time. Don't ask me how, or something like that. I don't know. Anyways, you see them too probably. So for your person, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. We have where they're at. We have the 8 of Wands and the 9 of Wands. And then what they're doing, we have the Ace of Cups. And then the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. So what I'm getting from this is there's like some sort of outside energy here, outside influence, who's trying to like play games or like put on some sort of show in order to catch their attention here. right? And so it could be like whatever this like because they're mirroring you, so whatever chaotic or crazy situation that was going on around them, this person's like still trying to get their attention and is like doing these really crazy, they're like doing the most, like at this point they're like taking it really really far and like doing some weird ish to get this person's attention. So with the Ace of Wands in reverse, I feel like they're not going for it. Like there's something that they're like not pursuing here. There's something that they're like not passionate about. So like with this reminds me of like when you're on an airplane, the way that like the ground looks or like the places around you look. There's some sort of place they're not going. There's something that they're like not, there's like some sort of opportunity here that they're not taking. Like they're not going for something here. Yeah, they're not going for whatever this weird stuff that's going on here. They're like not going for it. So we have the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So this is where they're at. So with the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Wands is all about like moving forward, taking really really swift action, like knowing exactly what to do and just like going for it. And like with the Dancers all moving forward, this person's like not going for something and they're quickly, like with the Knight of Wands there and the Eight of Wands together, like they're very very quickly this is where they're at. So they're not going in a certain direction here. They're not going for something here and they're quickly moving in a different direction. They're quickly like trying to go a different way here. And they're like really watching their step and being super super careful. But like with all of these Dancers here, it's like they're trying to move forward in this other direction really really fast here. There's like a lot of passion, like with the open window, it's like this person's like about to jump out this window. It's just like flee in the night type of energy, just like escape. While everybody's over here distracted by this weirdo show going on over here, all this drama, that's what I'm getting from here, is like this other person's like creating tons of drama and just like literally doing the most. And while everyone's like distracted by that, you are not going for it. I'm sorry, while everyone's distracted by that, your person is not going for it and is literally getting ready to just like break away from this situation. Like with the window here, I'm getting like escape. Like they're just gonna like literally, not actually literally crawl out the window and sneak away, but like on an energetic level, they're just gonna crawl out the back window and sneak away and not even tell anybody. And they're gonna be quite like, yeah, it's like in one foul swoop. It's like done is done. Throwing it all out there and really going for it. So they're being like really strategic about it, and then once they go, they're like gone, like it's all out. And then what they're doing is the Ace of Cups, and again we see the keyhole here. So this person is like moving forward. They want to offer like an emotional offer or an emotional opportunity here. Like they want to move forward emotionally here. They're going to like escape. They're not going to go for whatever else is this crazy weird drama around them, and they're going to find a way to get out of this really really quickly, and they're going to move forward emotionally in the direction that they want to move in. This is what they're doing. So they are not going for all this weird BS, and they are going to go for exactly what they want. They're going to figure out how to get exactly what they want here. So with their energy towards you, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Their thoughts, we have the Knight of Swords. And their feelings, we have the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. So what I'm feeling from this is they really, really want to move forward right now. With the Knight of Cups, like they really do want to move forward here and offer you something. Like this is what they are doing. So they are in the process here of like freeing themselves or escaping this other situation and getting away from all of this drama that's around them. But they're still thinking about how this could affect you or this could hurt you. It's like not quite time for them to move forward because there's still all these other people here around them like watching their actions, or they haven't quite like been able to fully like escape this situation and get out of this. And so with all these other people still in their business or like still watching everything they're doing or still like having some sort of access to them, they feel like it would put you in harm's way. Like then those other people would like find some way to like use you as like some sort of leverage, or like if they were to find out how important you were to them, then they would like use it to their advantage to get this other person to do something that they want. Because their energy towards you, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So they don't feel like they can communicate quite yet. They can't quite come forward and talk to you and open up and express to you. There's still some sort of drama around them. There's still someone who's trying to put on some sort of weirdo show, and they don't want to expose you to this. They don't want to like get you involved in this whatsoever, because then this other, like all these other people here, this like weird energy are gonna like come in and they're gonna like glom onto you here and like give you all this weird attention and like do all this weird stuff. They're gonna like you could get really hurt here because they're gonna somehow use this situation to like I'm literally getting like a kidnap hostage situation, like whenever someone's trying to escape and then they're like, oh, okay, well then I'm gonna kidnap your girlfriend, and like I'm literally getting like a violent like picture in my head of like, okay, well like we're gonna hurt your girlfriend then if you try and escape us or you try and leave us. So obviously they're not gonna like, you know, kidnap you and threaten to hurt you if they leave, if he or they or whoever your person is like leaves this situation. But like on an energetic level, it's like they'll somehow come in and use you as leverage in order to keep them in the situation, or like keep some sort of power over them, or they need to fully like get out of this situation, free themselves, get away from the situation first in order for them to be able to come forward and offer you something solid and have like a genuine emotional offer here. They don't feel like they're free to speak right now because of all of this drama. Like just by their feelings, they would love to rush in and be really passionate here, but they feel like there's all these other people around. They're scared that all these other people are going to intervene and play weird games and do all this weird stuff. And yeah, I keep getting that scenario of like, okay, then if you want to leave, if you want to bail on us, or then we're going to hurt this person that you really care about. It's like using the things that they really care about as like leverage. So maybe that's why they felt like they had to go into this space of like burying certain things or like hiding the things that were really special to them like deep down. And they feel like you have this secret, like they can be really, really safe and open with you. But there's all these other people around them that do not have good intentions and are literally just like watching them. And it's like these other people are like obsessed. They're like literally obsessed with them in their life. It's really creepy. And they'll stop at nothing. Like if they're not getting any attention, if this other like people are not getting the attention that they want, they will literally do the craziest, weirdest stuff They will like start up the most crazy social situations in order to get attention and like get people focusing on them. And like your person is not going for it anymore, and they're literally just about to free themselves here. And so yeah, this is just one of those things where it's just all in like divine timing here. Yeah, they're not ready to come forward and talk to you just yet because they do not want you to get hurt by all of these people that are literally obsessed with them. So that's a good thing. Like, that means they really, really genuinely care about you. So we have past life at the bottom of the deck. So this card says, like, a past life could be a reason why the situation around you is the way that it is, or is affecting you the way that it is. And we have stormy. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to read this card. This is literally exactly what I was seeing. Drama straight ahead. Prepare and brace yourself. Conditions are not favorable at this time. Wait the storm out before proceeding. Please don't worry either. The weather can change very quickly. Meditate on this when you want to call on your sea legs to keep you safe and secure throughout a hardship or a stressful period. If you are inquiring about a relationship, please be warned that this situation will bring a lot of upheaval to your path. Proceed with caution. So yeah, it is not the time right this second because they're still navigating all their stuff. They're still figuring out how to free themselves. They're still figuring out how to get away from this situation and away from all of these people. So if you're mirroring each other and you feel like you're already kind of doing that or already kind of done that and you feel ready, and so you're like, I don't know what you mean, like, you know, I don't talk to these certain people anymore that were like doing that, and so I'm not worried about that. They're still trying to figure out how to like navigate this for themselves. So right now at this second, they don't feel like they can come forward and offer you something solid because honey, you want no parts. You want no parts. I'm going to tell you right now, whatever is going on in their life right now, you want no parts. These people are weird. These people are obsessed. These people are cray-cray. You are being protected by this person right now. So yeah, you might like not like that it's not manifesting right now, but that could be a big like thing that you're struggling with. Like that's why you're like watching tarot readings about it, because you're like, why can't this happen right now? But they're in the process of like not going for something else, and so they have to focus on one thing at a time here. But you guys are mirroring each other, so I feel like you can understand. Like you've been through something similar in your life too, and so you can understand here. So yeah, you can try and use like your perspective to understand whatever it is, and like whenever you guys are ready to come forward and just kind of like get in that hermit energy together and decompress all this stuff together, you will both like open up and share with each other like what was going on and why you were going through certain things, and like you will know all of this in time. Like they will explain all of this here in time, but it's just right now it's not safe. Waters are not clear. They don't want to get you caught up in any sort of drama. Like they just do not want to hurt you. And so they have to take care of their ish first and like get their ducks in a row so they can come. I'm seeing just like actually come with a super solid emotional offer here. Something real, something genuine. But it's going to be whenever the waters are more calm around them and they can get away from this. This is too much. That's way too many. Imagine having this many people in your business watching you. Like, it's like a whole family or something. It's a lot. So, yeah, that's all I have. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna get just like 1 to 3 message cards. So yeah, we have, I think we should slow down. So if they've recently kind of like pulled away, or they're not communicating with you as much, or you're confused on this energy here, there's a reason why they're doing this. They're trying to protect you. Do you think about me too? If I asked you to stay, would you leave? So yeah, they feel really, really seriously about you. Like, the thoughts that they have about you are like serious commitment here. Your family won't like me. So yeah, whatever chaotic situation you had around you, because you guys are mirroring each other, so whatever weirdo stuff they're going through, you also went through. So they're aware of the fact that your family is not going to like them. We also have, I sometimes wonder if you care. And I am coming, trust. So yeah, as soon as they can clear up all this other stuff and come forward, then they're definitely, I feel like this is you. Like, you're wondering, like, why are you taking things so slow? Why did you suddenly slow down? Why aren't you doing certain things? Like, do you not even care about me? Like, you're really questioning all of this stuff, and you guys are both, you know, navigating like some sort of weird toxic stuff around you. But yeah, they feel really, really seriously about you, and like they're trying to do all of this stuff in order to be together here. And so yeah, I'm gonna leave it with this. I am coming, trust. Yeah, right now is just not the time. So yeah, that's all I have. If this resonated with you, you can click the link in my description to book more personal reading. And I hope you have a really great day. Thank you.